Welcome to Mike Life X72. This is going to be one of my first ATS American Truck Simulator videos. Been playing this game for a while now, but let's get started on this career. One of the main things about this career is I'm going to be using the GDC Realistic Economy Hardcore Edition. There's also an Extreme Edition and I think it's Classic and a Classic Edition. I'm gonna go with the middle of the road. I'm gonna go hardcore. I don't have a lot of time to put into this game, just busy life and everything. So this is the mod I'll be using. It's going to regulate how much money I can make, and it's going to regulate how much XP I can get, the bank loans that I can get, and everything else. So let's get on with it. Continue career. I've already set up my profile. I did some copying of files over from a previous profile so that I didn't have to redo all my steering wheel settings, all my gameplay settings, and all that. I was able just to copy that over. If you're interested in how I did that, please let me know. If you leave a comment on this video, I will reply to your comment, but I may also throw your comment or question up on one of the next videos and answer it there as well. So this is our very first initial load. I chose for my my home garage to be in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I had been testing a lot of stuff out in Cody up here. Ooh, I really like this area and getting into Yellowstone. But I decided to mix it up a little bit and get into Steamboat Springs. Now, our very first load here is going to be down to here. I don't see anything on the way, or let me look here. If we were to run into, this is a good time to lay this out. If we're going somewhere and we see a picture, a photo opportunity, or a video cutscene, I am going to be stopping at those and gathering those up. Part of my rules for this game, for myself, I'm not saying I'm going to follow it 100%, but part of my rules are going to be that I'm going to have to take jobs that start in Steamboat Springs or wherever I left off. I'm assuming this is Grand Junction, so I would have to take a job from Grand Junction onto somewhere else or back from my home base. As it is right now, we cannot, we have to take quick jobs where we get a truck and a load from an employer, basically. We have to take quick jobs. We do not have a truck yet. And this is all the initial going through everything for the first time. Need money? We can help. Visit the bank, obviously. At the bank, I can only take one loan right now. This is probably the loan. I don't know what point I'm going to get to it, but this is probably the loan that I'm going to need to get a used truck. That's my guess. Services, trailer purchase. I don't know why they have that up there, but I cannot get a trailer yet. We're not even close to that. So once I get my own truck, I can start taking some of these jobs, but right now limited to this quick job, to the quick jobs. We are starting the game off in a Peterbilt 389, my absolute favorite. And our first job is going to be these generators. Goodness. The heck of a first job. Let's see what that, I'm sorry. Let's see what that looks like. We're looking at 44,000 pounds. Not too bad. We're gonna get paid $145 for this load. That's where this is crazy about the unmodded game, the unmodded economy. This would probably be a easily $30,000 load without the mod. But all right, so let's get going. Flip this on.
Now you drive safe, okay?
Get the truck started. So up top there, you'll see my route advisor up top. We've got 144 miles, 2 hours and 50 minutes. I'll take you along the whole drive. I gotta remember to turn my lights on. What I have to be careful about is no speeding tickets, no no crashes, no anything like that, because that's money out of my pocket. Now, if I wreck the vehicle, since I'm hired at the moment, so if I wreck the vehicle or whatever, my employer will pay for it. Employer is also paying for the gas at the moment. But speeding tickets and stuff, the speeding tickets are going to be my problem. That's going to be my big problem, I'm telling you right now. Let's get this initial drive on the way here. Most of my driving is going to be inside the cab here. But for the sake of gameplay and everything else, and showing everybody the game, because I've come to love this game, and I love driving in the cab. I would sit there the whole time if I could. But for stuff like this and out driving around in the countryside, I am planning on getting outside of the truck like this as well. You're gonna find I'm not a great game driver. I am a pretty good driver IRL, but I'm not a great game driver. I'm not great at backing up. I find backing up in real life so much easier. We have a big fifth wheel that we pull with our dually truck, and I can whip that thing around pretty good. The game though, I don't know, the lack of depth perception or something is makes it a little bit rough. Let's see, we are taking a right out here, it looks like on the map. This is where I'm gonna try not to use the outside camera for, is this where I'm going for real? This is not where I'm going. Where am I going? I'm gonna try not to use the outside camera for help driving purposes, but I'm gonna try not to. So I kept going right when I should have been turning left here, obviously with my GPS. I'm gonna try and keep it as legit as possible is what I'm saying. But there'll be times I need to pop out, check something out, take a look, which I think would also be realistic. If I had a question while I was driving, I'd get out and check my surroundings. Now, one thing we did not do, since we're going to be in a different truck every time, I should have stopped and made some adjustments to the mirrors, to the way I'm seated and everything. I think we're okay, except one thing I like to do is, I don't know why, just rotate my head one click, makes it feel more like I am actually facing correctly. And I think I will back that up just a hair to give a bit of a clearer view. And then let's take a look at our mirrors. Now, those mirrors aren't bad. I'm not going to sweat it too much. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. All right, so here's our truck as we're pulling out of here. This is actually my favorite truck right here. Oh my gosh. And another thing I did not check was the gears for the transmission, but I am pretty sure it's set up as an 18 speed. I can test that out here real quick. And then you'll hear the difference here. That's no engine brakes, engine brakes. And I just turned the engine brakes down all the way. So let's see, there's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yep. So we have an 18 speed transmission in this particular truck. And it's something that's going to change with every single truck.
Turn right.
Oh. So one other thing here, real quick. We have the route advisor up top. It also has a map overlay like this. And on some route advisors I use, that other map would be up top. And I would have that one in this view, and then the one on my dash is zoomed in. But this is kind of redundant here, so most of my driving will be without it. And I will probably leave the one up top there. Oh, helps if I get into gear. Let's get going. And I'm sorry. Yeah, that job is going to Grand Junction. I figured that's what it was. And that'll be our initial job. If I tried canceling this job, in fact, I meant to show you that too. This is the first initial job. I cannot cancel this job. And so if I go here and I click abandon, it's the first initial one. It says you cannot cancel your first job. Nobody would respect you after that. So you don't have any option but to take this first load. Or if somebody does have a different option, that's fine, but I don't mind taking this first load. When you're setting up your profile, you actually pick this truck, so I always pick this truck. Going up a pretty good uphill here.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I'm letting those engine brakes do most of my braking. That's my plan for that to happen. Just like that. £44,000 isn't a ton. You'll see I get busy doing other stuff, talking to you or playing with the cameras and stuff that I will forget to ship. And this, I don't suspect that this load would flip over real easy, but I've definitely flipped enough loads, and it actually this load will. It's a little higher center of gravity than I thought it was. So I gotta be really careful on these corners. 45, I am going to get down around 45 on the caution curves. The caution speeds, I'm gonna do it because I have flipped trucks in this game very easily. That river whips all the way around. We've been following it for a little while here. My driving will get pretty crazy as I try to do shots like this. I drive so much better in the cab of the truck. I watched some guys live stream this game, and they whipped that. Oh, the speed limit had just come down. I'm glad that cop didn't get me. They whip that camera around, and they're driving good. I plan on posting most of my videos of, in fact, I plan on this profile, a whole playlist. Anything I do with this profile, I plan on posting. So Come along for
Go
the
straight
ride,
on.
see how it goes. I feel like I'm probably going to increase the navigator's voice a little bit. That's the old granny voice. I am completely open to mods. I think there's a mod I should try or something. I am completely open to trying different mods. I'm completely open to rearranging my mod order. I can show you my mods in a different video. Or I already showed you some of them. When I do get my own truck, which is going to be a long time before I get my own truck, probably. When I do get my own truck, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to watch fuel consumption, try my best to watch some fuel consumption. So I really probably should be trying to do my best now. My first truck that I'll be able to buy, I can tell you, won't be this Peterbilt. Every time I look in the used truck market, these things are expensive. We're making some pretty good time. Dinosaur National Park. Is that what that said?
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. That's right.
Grand Junction, 125 miles, but it says we've only got 50 to go to where we're going. Hard to make each episode in this series shorter, but we'll see. Wrangling discovered.
Go straight on. That's right.
I'm talking about doing some shots like this, taking a look at Wrangley, is that what I said? Colorado. Got ourselves a tailgater, although I am going pretty slow.
Turn right. Turn right.
And I'm not using any head tracking devices. It's all my
Go
mouse.
straight on. That's
So
right.
hopefully that doesn't make anybody sick. I do worry about moving the mouse around too much, looking around, and it looking absolutely wrong. I do actually. This is a sharp. Hold on. Hold on, trailer. Hold on. All right. If you're not familiar with this game, every 20 minutes game time is 1 minute IRL. So right now it says we have 21 minutes to get to our destination, 20 minutes, but that's 1 minute. So 1 hour game time is 3 IRL minutes. We're getting there. Looking like it's going to be up here on the left. Looks like we got some construction. To apply this to real life also, I've learned not to stop too close to one of the AI vehicles. Sometimes they just don't go, and then you're stuck with another car right behind you. So, I mean, just like real life, you really don't want to park right behind another car, right on its butt. We are turning in right here to the left. We must need these generators for construction purposes. Oh, there's our target right there. So, I'm shifting all around here. So we are actually going to come up here. Oh wait, I can do it right here.
You have arrived at your destination. Ground guidance is now finished.
All right, so this is going to be the end of this drive. Get parked in here real good. For some reason, one of the mods is stopping a feature built into the game where I have to have the parking brake on in order to unload and everything. But I do it anyways. Parking brake on, engine off. Let's take a look outside. Not awful. That could have been better, but I'm not gonna sweat it. Let's unload it. Job complete. Excellent. 234 XP. Got a long ways to go. That's actually a decent amount of XP. Wait. Oh, there's the money. 145 bones right there. Now we're gonna get our garage built for us. My son picked this one the other day, so I'm gonna stick with that one. She's a beauty. This is your headquarters. Pretty basic, not much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, there's nothing to park here yet, so there's no trucks in sight. Once we get enough money, we can buy a truck and we can run our business from here. Good luck. So now let's take a look at, since we're going to end this real quick. Please note, so this, I'm just getting rid of the notification dot there. This is the multiplayer version where you can go in and get a job, and I think up to six other people can convoy with you. I'm not going to wait for that to fetch. Oh, it did. It fetched open lobbies there. For the company, we got the driver manager. That's me. You can go show the log. We went from Steamboat Springs to Grand Junction. And then statistics, no penalties or violations. Whew. You can see our money up here also went up that 145. We started with 1,500. Yeah, and there's all kinds of good info in here. We got an excellent rating on that delivery. On time, undamaged, looking good. Truck dealer, we're way far away from being a truck dealer. Garage manager, this is where you can manage a garage. You can upgrade it. You can't sell this one, but you can travel to it, I guess. Although we're already still currently there. Oh, emails, truck dealership, all that. We are far away from anything to do with that. Used trucks, again, far away. 35K for the very basic Volvo. Oh, there's a Western Star in here for 36 also. 370 horse. So these would be used for smaller jobs. And that clears all that out. So our base of operations is right here, Steamboat Springs. And this is where we started that other one we just did. And these are the, where it's colored in yellow is where we have discount. But I am going to go ahead and end this opening episode right now. Hope you continue. Hope you come back for episode number 2. Been fun, and we will go ahead and be posting all of these episodes. Sometimes 2-3 drives, sometimes longer. So that was the beginning. That was the opening of it, and hope to see episode 2. Thanks for stopping by.